VINCENZO'S Gold Crypto Investing on our way to 1,000 subscribers. Jabroni Killers will be live soon. We have a snowstorm about to get underway in the Detroit area, albeit sort of a dud in my eyes because I was hoping for a 12 plus snowstorm. And that seems to be more where I'm traveling back to tomorrow, and probably should have traveled back to yesterday just to see an historic Bloomington, Illinois snowstorm, as they seem to be really under the gun there. They probably already got 3, maybe 4 inches of snow on the ground. It's been snowing there heavily for about 5 hours, and they should go 12 to 15 inches with no problem in the Bloomington area. While the Detroit area, where I'm at, it looks like 8 or 9 inches, to be honest, which is still a lot of snow. But when you were hoping for 10, 12, maybe 14, but at least 10, if I get stuck at 8, very disappointing, right? And underachieving. The official forecast from the Weather Service is 8 to 10 inches now, down from 9 to 13 inches last night, right? So we'll see what happens, but I can see how we only get 7 or 8 inches looking at the radar and the setup, but that's for me to be depressed that I made the wrong decision and should have drove back to Illinois, right? But you can see here, we're getting some support on the green support box now, and if we can make a run, there's still nothing going on. This market's been very boring. You can come up to 73 cents, right? Or if you don't come up there and you start to get rejected here, your next underneath target, where eventually you're going to come down to whether you come up here first or not, you're coming down to 47 cents. But the market is very boring right now. This is just an early morning update. I'll give you more updates through the day. I'll be up the rest of the day. Took my little nap last night so I could watch the storm, right? Starting to train myself on this. And that's what's going on there. But we'll give you good updates today if anything does start to happen. You can see we're still in a quick synopsis. We're still in this symmetrical triangle that we broke. We're not in it, but we broke down out of it. Upper resistance, double bottom support, resistance, resistance, support. Tried to support again, and then a flush. And now the reason we think we can come up to the 73 cents, as you know, people that are part of my community, and as you become members of Jabroni Killers, you'll be able to watch my classes that teach you these trading rules. But often when you break down and you learn how to decipher fake out with a wick versus a breakdown, which this was a breakdown, right? They like to come back up and back test this. And then usually they get rejected. But sometimes they pop back into the triangle to complete it, and then even overshoot and try to come up here and hit a top somewhere, right? Like up here, or a top like right there, right here, or right in there. Over here, they like to come up into, and then they flush the other way. XRP did it back in the fall. It was in a similar pattern in the fall in a miniature time frame, and I believe it was this little one right here, and it broke up on this final pump, and then it flushed in a smaller time frame, right? So that's why we keep thinking it's coming back to 73 cents first before it starts to come down to these underneath targets and pop, smack, right? And hit this on this underneath ring down here, this green ring, and then on the top of this last line of defense, aka get my shit together zone, to the shithouse box in orange, right? So that's what's looking like there in XRP. What else do we got? Somebody had a coin request. Johnny D. Where's that at? Coin request. Will you do PX? Let's see what Johnny D's talking about here. PX. Let's see what we got here. I don't know what that is, Johnny D. I can't find that. You can give me some more information on that. You can see what I'm looking at right now. Oh, maybe I don't know what you're talking about there, Johnny D. I haven't heard from you in a while. Back there in the comments, you always bring in some phenomenal coins to the channel. But I can't seem to find that. I'll try to find it when I get off the video. But if you want to send me some more information on that, and I'll try to pull it up here on TradingView. Let's see what other coins we got. You can see there's nothing really going on in the market, right? Let's see some of these let's do an altcoin update. We haven't done an altcoin update up. Jerome Dent, a little altcoin update. You can see Jerome. Look at that. Vincenzo, even though we haven't been following Dent in a while because I've been busy working, traveling. You can see when we broke below a key moving average, it was in 3-hour and 4-hour time frame. We're always in Denton. Back here, when we were following Dent, right, we told Jerome back in January and back in the way back there in the fall. But where was that? That was way back. Right there it is. There's what I'm looking for. Look how long it's been, Jerome. Remember way back here in all my Dent people, back here in November of 2021 when it broke below the 200-day moving average right here in winter, we told you very bearish, right? And then it flushed all the way down. And then it briefly got over the 200-day moving average. And you can watch the videos from the 20th through the right around Christmas and the first of the year. I was telling everybody there was an opportunity to make some money here. But then as soon your buy zone was once you break the 200-day, and then you sell your resistance lines up here and then up there if it got up there, and then you sell if you don't know when to get out, if you're holding a bag, if it breaks back below the 200-day. And essentially the 200-day ended up being a little bit higher than it was where you would have entered, so you should have just been even. But we diagnosed out you should have had 25 to 30% gains up here from buying the breakout to selling it. But you've seen since back here, Vincenzo told you you're bearish and be out of it, and Jerome knew all back here when people were speculating the market was getting a little hot. We were keeping Jerome and everybody else out ahead of this and told you as soon as you break this 200-day in the 3 or the 4-hour time frame, you're bearish, right? And it's been consistently bearish since, besides that little pump. Even right here, we told you, bearish, not enough technicals, what I'm looking at in my technical trading style to say that that's going to break up. It looked like it was going to break down. And again, you got supported and you're running up to the moving average. And again, it looks like you're consolidating to break down. So I'm bearish in Dent still. You can't be bullish until you break the 200-day in green in the 3 or 4-hour time frame with some volume like that to where you can maybe ride a local 24-hour pump, right? So we're bearish on Dent. What else do we got? Theta. People love Theta. Let's go to the weekly time frame. No, too far out. This coin's so new. Daily time frame. It's still not, we don't need to see that far out. This coin's so new. There we go. You can see we got a good plan on Theta, what's going on here, right? We're playing the rings down. If we zoom out even more, we need to go to the daily actually. You can see we're playing these rings beautifully. If you're in Theta, this is the best technical analysis chart you could look at to try to make money on pumps, after dumps and pumps. You can see right now, if you want to know how to play Theta, right now you're at this 1.618 Fibonacci, but you're on the bottom side, so you should get rejected by it, right? And as soon as you dump down from here, your next underneath target is $1.45, but it's uptrending. So if you hit it on March 1st, it's $1.45. If you hit it on May 22nd, it's $1.93. Right? You see how that works? And then if Theta pumps, you got your upper resistance at $4.34 and then $7.64, right? In this green area. But on the way down, if you're looking to see or short where you could short here and then sell your short here and you would make the money on the way down, right? But this is where if you get rejected right now on this 1.618 Fibonacci, you're coming all the way down here to the 2.618 Fibonacci at $1.45. And then if you get a return rally off that, you would trade up to this green support box or this blue ring if you do it quickly, right? Blue ring or green support box is your resistance. Then you come back to the 2.618 Fibonacci, right? And then if you consolidate and break the 145.79 is your next underneath target to 3.618 Fibonacci. And then if you had a big full lateral flush, here's how you can play this and why this chart is so powerful. Right now, you come down here on your next move, you could have buys there at the 2.618 Fibonacci and then play it all the way back up to the 1.618 Fibonacci. See that? You play the swing trade, you let it flush, you stack your buys along that line, and then you ride the pump. And you know, up here at the Fibonacci ring above it would be your sell zone. So you would avoid the flush, stack your buys after a 51% flush, right? Along the 2.618 Fibonacci, stack your buys down there because you know that's where buyers are, and then play the pump, right? And then play the pump back up. And if you did an immediate pump in the next few days, you know this 1.618, if it got way up there, that's your sell zone, and that's 125% gain, right? You would know to sell there because once it back tests, if it came down like this, it's going to come back up into this ring and get rejected. Come back, try to hold support. If not, fall down to the next ring below. This is a powerful chart right here. You guys need to be paying attention. Come on. And you can be making a lot of money by playing the ring system to know where to stack the buys. It lets you know where buyers are stacked and lets you know on the other side on the pump where sellers are going to be, right? And that's what's going on when you're looking at this chart. On the way down, buyers are going to be stacked on the Fibonacci rings below, and on any pump, sellers are going to be stacked on the rings that are overhead of you, right? So that's how these work. We're going to get really into this over the next couple of days while we're doing this. I don't know what this cat's doing. He's being a maniac right now. He's all over the kitchen. Here, I'll show you. I don't know what he's doing. Look at him. He's all over the kitchen. Like, what is he doing? Hey, Tiny, what are you doing? I don't know what he's doing. Hey, you're interrupting what I'm trying to do. See, he's not usually all in here, so we're going to have to maybe feed. I just fed him, though. But we're going to get into more into these rings, and we're going to get you taught on how to technical trade. Like, subscribe, and share to Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing. Peace and love. Peace and love.